Hey everybody, it's Eva with Budget Your Life. Welcome back to my channel. Happy Friday. We did it. It's the weekend. Yeah, I am filming this Friday morning. I have a lot to do today. Okay, I'm back. Coco is making a sound and she's still my little patient. So I'm just checking on her. She's doing well. I have a feeling the cone's going to be able to come off today, tomorrow or so. Right now it's off. That's why I keep checking to make sure she's not licking, but she's pretty sleepy. So I think she's just going to lay down. So yay, on this night, we like to do some of our long-term challenges, some of the small ones that build up over time. And yeah, just like to have fun saving our money. It's such a game changer. And I love how much we were able to pay off with debt last year. And it's just so much fun. I'm ready to do this. All right, so we are going to count our money first because I'm going to remember to do that. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40. That's a lot of 20s. Okay. So 140, 150, 160, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 200. All right, we have a few more 20s than I thought. Okay, patient is sleeping. I got the other two binders that we're going to need. So I think we're going to be okay with cash. We'll just kind of keep playing through. And if we need to break change from somewhere in here or somewhere else, we will totally do that. So I am going to start first with this adorable Cruise into Retirement Box Challenge. I absolutely love this one from Janelle Ray Budgets. So I am going to get all of our little cards out. And we're just taking our time with this. We're going to try to do all the bonuses. We're going to try to do, just what we can. I'm going to maybe do 20-ish, $20, $30 into this. Yeah, we're going to see what we can do. All right. I do have dice over there if I need it. I do have my Coke Zero. Cheers. Sorry for the shadows. Shadow puppet. Coke Zero puppet. My ring light's in a weird spot. Okay. Let's go back to the front. We'll do the blue sparkly marker today. I have her linked below and she has new sparkly dry erase markers now for the new year. All right, our first card is an IOU. Are you kidding me with that? I have to save $1 because no, I don't know where to put that. I should save $1. All right. Aww. Help the couple sail to different countries. Ooh, we're going to do the country one. And I don't think she has, let's see, where's the sail? Betty. Okay, so we are here. So we'll put $5 in this one right now. It's like she made this for me. Little circles. We're just going to put this in here. Oh, that's right. I did owe money on this. Somebody called me out. And I think I figured it out because I saved 3 because I rolled a 3, but I needed to save 4. So there. IOU done. And now I know where my IOU is for that. Okay. So we did that. We put $5 in. All right. Next card. Oh, all right. Ooh, Betty. We got a Betty. All right. So this looks like wine country. We'll come back to Betty in a second. So what are we doing? All right. We are sauntering the vineyards with our glass of wine. Here we go. Section 6. So it's $2. I'm going to do, I'm going to do the $4 bonus. So I'm going to put $6. I'm not going to cross it out because I'm going to put it back and keep saving. So I'm going to put $6 in this one. And then we'll put this back in here. Can just leave that IOU out in here. And then let's go find Betty. So we got a Betty. Let's put $2 here in Betty. And color in $2. Every time we find Betty, we can say well, any amount we choose. All right, let's do a cut the deck. Oh my God, no. All right. That's cute. All right, so we are at the beach, beaching it up. Here it is, $1. So let's do the 3, so that's $4. So do we have a 1 in here? We do. So we'll take a 1 out and put a 5 in. Put that back in the pile, and then there was a Betty on there, so you know what we're going to do. We're going to go back and find Betty. And let's just finish off this row and do $3. One, 2, and 3. Oh, look at how happy they are. They're traveling. Of course they're happy. $3, no bonus, but there is a Betty. So we can cross off the 3 here. 1, 2, and 3. That one's done. And then we're going to go back and find a Betty. And I decided anytime, let's do $1. When we finish this whole thing and everything's colored in, but there's still a Betty, I think what I'm going to do is like save $2 or something every time. So let's see if we can condense this. All right, so we have perfect. All right. I don't want to, but I think we'll stop there. So let's put our cards back. And this one will help with our retirement and or travel. And we met with our financial lady. So we have, my dad was a financial advisor and all of that. So I am pretty familiar with kind of the setup for things. And so when we were looking for one, we were very picky, and we found this amazing woman, and she was with another company, and then we had our money there. And when she went on her own, she couldn't disclose to her clients where she was, but if they reached out, she could tell them. So I was like, scout, she couldn't return my, she couldn't not return my calls, but the number I had was disconnected. So I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I going to get to her? How am I going to like reach this lady? Let me do this. I owe you up front there. So I found her on LinkedIn. We've been with her ever since. It's been over a year, and she is truly a godsend. Like please do your research if you go and find someone to help you with your finances. I don't know if you watch Drew at Ready Budget Go. He's got some great tips on like what you can probably do yourself, what you can do, like what to look for. Very valuable information over there. So that's kind of, we've done all that. So we had a little meeting with her, and it was one of those things where I lost my job in November. How do we look finances? What is the long term? We always when we first met with her, we had like the red at the end of our lifespan. Like we were going to not have enough money to live, not to live, but like to pay everything and do all that. So when we went today and she did all the adjustments for things, and I'm like, can you just show us the one that had the red like a year and a half ago? And it didn't have any red, and it's almost like, you know, $1 in our account. And I'm like, hey, I'm okay with that. That's better than not having enough. So a little bit of security and kind of a deep breather, like I could just relax a little bit. And you know, we're still very active with our retirement and saving and putting money on our Roth and extra money. So we just fully funded that for 2025. So a lot of things like that we're still actively doing kind of behind the scenes that you don't necessarily see. But when I think of it, I want to make sure I'm telling you that we are really actively saving for our retirement. We're very active in, you know, kind of all of our investments and our real estate home value. Like we're trying to be very aware of what we have. So if we do try to sell our house in a few years to move to Florida or wherever, we have an idea of what we need to do to be able to, you know, have the retirement that we want to have when Babe is able to retire. Okay. Whew. Chatty tonight. All right. So this is from Heather over at Saving Supermom. This super cute Royal Row, the Enchanted. It's all these princess shops. So we have done a few of them. We did Cinderella and Belle. Oh, we're almost done with Rapunzel. So let's maybe finish Rapunzel and maybe do a couple more on the next one. So let me get my scratcher tool. Sorry for the chattiness. We had that appointment this week and it went better than I had hoped. So, okay, let's go. So I got all the 5s at the end. All right, so let's see. Let's get some change. So we have 15 going in here. I don't really have much change, but I can't even put a 5 back. All right, so let's just put this to the side, which you can kind of see. All right, so we have 15, so we have 10 and 5. I'm just going to set that right there, and we finished that one. So let's do a little bit more on treasures and trinkets. We only have 2. Let's finish this page. All right, we have another 5 for 20 and then 3 for 23. So I'm just going to put all of that back, grab a 20, 1, 2, and 3. And then let's see what we have so far. All right, so I think this saves $100. It saves $405. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 30, 40, 60, 70, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So $185. Just kidding. There's a 50 in here. 108, 280, so that'd be 230. I think that was 230. So let's do another 2 10s for a 20. Okay, 2 more 10s for a 20. All right, so now I don't know if I want to take my last 5 yet. All right, if we need to come back, there's 5 1s in there. So yay, I love this one. And she does have 2 more volumes of different ones. Let's see if we can, I'll show you the hint. Whimsy Way is volume 2. So cute. All right, so we can put this one to the side. Oops. All right. Ooh, General Greenback time. So this one is from Drew at Ready Budget Go. And we are just slowly working our way through this. I feel like we're getting close, but then I know we have a couple pages that are really, really full. So I'm just going to scoot that. You know what? Let's do this. Okay, so I'm just going to see where we left off. Some of these are completed. Completed. All right, we have $3 here, so we can finish this one. So 2 and 3. So 1, 2, and 3, and I'm just, whoops, I'm going to set that right there. Oh my gosh, another page. Ooh, penny protector. So we're going to finish this one too. This page will save $100. We got a 4, so I'm going to put one back and grab our last 5, but we'll get more 5s, I'm sure. Okay, so we are going to roll 2d6 dice and see. Oh, I can't reach my superhero dice, but I need to. I'm going to do the Captain Americas. I'm all cuddled up in my blanket again. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for those of you that were on my live last night. You made this girl right here feel super special, and I'm so happy you loved my new products. I only had a few out there, but you just really supported me, and I just thank you so much. I really appreciate you. So these are the Captain America. It's just the white dye with red and blue sparkles, rhinestones. So they're very pretty in person against the white dice. So 4, 5, 6, 7. We don't have 7, so we need 6, 8, 9, or 12. And we got 8. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to get my black sparkly dice, color this in, and we'll save $8. All right, you can put $2 back and grab a 10. Oh, let's do this last one on the fundraiser page. Okay, that looks like 7. So I'm going to put this 5 back, grab a 10 and 2 1s, and actually put 2 10s back for a 20. All right, so we have 22 in here. Look at us finishing pages. All right, I am going to do, let's see what else we have. I think I'm going to do one of these, and then this will be our last page. Let's roll to see which one to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, $11. So we can take $10 and 1, and we're going to put 33 into our general greenback. And at the end of this month, or the beginning of next month, I will put all of this into the periodic table, which is super exciting. All right, so far we have 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 250, 260, 270, 271, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. All right, so we still don't have any 5s. Okay, so let's do 2 10s for a 20. All right, we'll come back here if we need 1s. All right, so now we are going to be starting our little notebook, our happy planner. Grab it from over here. Okay, so we are up here. Let's do another set of gloves for $5. Let's see what our 5 situation is here. Ooh, we have 15, so I can put a 5 and a 10 and grab a 20. So we have 20 now here. And I will do another set of gloves. Okay, there we have it. This one is from Save with Judy. It is the save $25 a month for 2026. We just did one more mittens. I got that money in there. And then I was feeling a little bit of fear of missing out, FOMO, and I wanted to do this. So I'm starting this again. I can't help it. I loved doing it last year. So we're going to put $10 in here, and I'm going to do 2 5s. We'll get caught up at some point. So we're going to stick our 10 in there. And now we're caught up. This is from Save with Judy. She does a live every Saturday night. She does one at 7 p.m. Eastern with her members, and then 8 p.m. with everybody. And she does giveaways, and we just hang out and chat. It's really fun. Okay, this one is from Heather over at Saving Supermom. I loved this idea of just rolling one time every week to see what we saved. So I'm going to use one of my Captain Americas. I'm just doing a D6. Some days I might do more, some I might do less, depending on, how much money I feel like I have. So $3. So we're going to do 3 in here. Let's see. We just have 10. So 1, 2, and 3. So now we have 13 in here. So fun. And I'm going to love seeing that get filled up over the next year. I think that'll be really fun. Oh, we're at the circles. Okay, so let me get another color or two. All right, I think we're going to do 3 bubbles, and I'm going to do a D3, a D6, and a D4. All right, 2, 2, and 4. So we're not writing them in. We're just coloring in the bubbles, and we're going to save $4, $5, $6, $7, $8. All right, so that is that. So let's add in our $8. Actually, let's see what we have in here. Oh, we do have 2 ones. So I'm going to put 2 back and grab a 10. So we have $26. And at some point, I might just stop counting, but I don't know. Maybe we'll just keep counting and watching it grow. All right, up next, I have this roll and save, roll into 2026. Roll and save into 2026 from Mari over at Budgets and Chaos. So we are here. So let's do a D6. We got a 5. And I'm going to do a D3 here. 5 and 1. So we're going to add $6 in here. All right, so we have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I'm going to keep a 5 and put this here for a 10. So we still have $15 in here. This one's going to go to auto insurance. Yes. So it might either go into a challenge that I'm working on towards auto insurance or just get stuffed directly into my auto insurance binder or envelope. All right, so this one is from Planning Rissa. It is so cute. It's obviously going to go to save for our pets. We have 3 dogs. So let's see. I'm going to say we were stopped here. Do I still have my little gummy bear? I haven't put them back on the paper clip because I've been using them as a little marker. All right. I'm going to scoot that back so you can see a little bit better. I just feel like the light is terrible. All right. I opened the shade hoping people don't walk by, but That's okay. All right, so we're going to roll a D6. We're going to roll a Captain America. And we're going to go 5 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feed, feed the fish. Save $2. Okay. So 1 and 2. Go again. We got 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 2, the next square. The next square. So the next square is start. So save $3. So save 6. That's how I understand it. Makes sense to me. All right, let's go one more time. 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll a dice and save that amount. Okay. 6. 6 is our number. 5 and 1. So we're going to put 2 5s back for a 10, 110. All right, so we have $14 in here. Should I go one more time? No, let's stop there. All right, let's see what we have in our pup emergency fund. All right, we have 10, 20, 35, 36, 37, 38, and $39. And you can get this on her Ko-fi, I think. Yeah, Ko-fi, Planning Rissa. I'll have everybody linked below. Okay. Ooh, up next from Pain, we have this super cool compass map, piratey feel. I love it. So each letter I'm saving $1, and then if there's a number like 42, I would add that together. 22, I would add that together. So I'm kind of doing this on a lower dollar, but you could do it the higher dollar and save a ton of money. And I'm also so happy that you guys went and checked it out and purchased it. I know that made her day, and it made my day, because I love shouting out people when they have such cool, like, she is teaching herself how to draw and she made this, and you can watch her do it. And then she just coffee stained it and scanned it, and there you go. Love it. All right, so let's see. Should I roll a D6 or should I just decide? I think I'm just going to decide. So I am going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters. So I'm going to do begin again. So I'll do again. So that's 5. And then well, let me do that. I'll be right back. Okay, so that's our $5. And then I think I'm going to do, I think I'll do this 4 and 2 for $6. So then I'm just adding the 42, the two numbers together to do 4 plus 2 is 6. And then the 5, so I'll save $11 in here today. And I'm just going over it with a navy or with a blue marker, so I know I've done it. And then, yeah, these I'm coloring in. Oh, I love this. All right, so let's do $11 going into this one. So we have 31 in here. So cool. All right, up next from Maribel at Minto. Oh, I keep forgetting to put something under here. All right, we are going to do, I think we're going to do, I still have a bunch to do. All right, I'm going to put 5 in here today. I'm going to do 2, 2, and 1. Okay, so we're putting $5 in the sorting hat. This will save us $630. And then when we're done filling it, coloring it in, we will roll a D4 to see which house the hat puts us in. And this is from Maribel at Minto. This is a digital on her Etsy. So we have $17 in here now. All right, so we're not quite ready to do the periodic table. I'm not sure what we're going to do today, but we're going to see what we can get through with the rest of these. And I skipped one last week, and I was so bummed. So hopefully I don't skip any tonight. All right, so I'm going to roll to see which one to do here. I think we'll say that to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I scratched a 1 and I was like, I just can't do a 1. I probably should have, but I did a 4. So we have $5 going in here. This is from Lindsay at Bookish Mama Budget. It's going to save us $300 throughout the whole year. So let's do our $5. So we have $10, $15, $16, $17 for January. All right, up next from Becca Budget 777, I have her little year-long sticker challenge. So we're in January. We're doing these adorable cups of hot chocolate. So let's roll a D6 to see what to save. 2. And we will put another hot chocolate down. Maybe. Oh my gosh, that is so adorable. Okay, so let's see. All right, up next from Save with Judy, we have Let's Cruise. So we're just going to put $10 in this one. I absolutely love cruising. I think that's part of the reason I want to move to Florida, because you can just go cruise out of so many different ports. Okay, so now we should have 40 in here, and we do. Ooh, let's put 2 5s in for a 10. All right, so $40 in our Let's Cruise. All right, we have this Stack It Up from Kimmy's Corner. This was one of her Wednesday Live exclusives. Let me get my green out. So let's do a 5. That's our highest one. So now we have 17 out of 30. Okay, and then this one is the one I missed last time, which I'm like, how did I do that? So Shady Pines, Ma. All right, so let's see. We need our little Golden Girls dice. And I have to put it up on the screen because I can never remember the names. As much as I've watched the show, like it's embarrassing. So my little cheat sheet's probably on the screen. All right, so we are going to roll. And we got the cheesecake. I almost said the pie. So let's roll again. And we got, I think that's Blanche. Ooh, Golden Girls. So we can do these 2. Oh, Ma, we need a Ma. No, nope, we're out. Okay, so we have 4 and 5. So we have $9, or I could save $2. And let's do the 9. So let's see what we have in here. Ooh, I have $1, so I can put 1 back and grab a 10. Okay, this is so fun. This is from Spooky Budgets, because I did not tell you. She has so many of these fun little games with the dice. Love it. I don't know where I'm trying to put this. All right, let's do this. Ooh, now we have 2 of mine. I added the 52-week savings last time because I was like, oh my gosh, I want to do these. All right, so here's my money. So we are working on January. I do not believe we're going to finish January in January, and I'm okay doing this as long as it needs. And what I love about this, granted I created it, is it has little spots. So it's by $5 increments. So you save $75 a month, $5 at a time. So I was able to do 20 last time. So I did 15 and then one little circle for the 25. So let's see. I think I'm going to do the 10 and color that in. And this is broken up in 2 parts, so you could do $5 each. All right. So we have 10, 15, 25, $30 out of the 75 we need. We might come back to this. I'm going to let that dry for another second. But up next is my weekly savings challenge. It's a 52-week scratch off, so you get 1 scratcher a week. The numbers are 2 through 10. It'll save $330, but there are a few bonuses which make it a plus. So if you get scratch off a 2 and you want to add a bonus that day because you saved $2 and you're like, oh, I have a little bit more money, that's what the bonuses are for. Or you can use them however you choose. So let's do week 3. Okay, perfect example. So we got $2. I have a little bit more in there, so I can do a bonus. And they're not too crazy. I mean, I think there's a multiplication, but it's not like by 10 or anything. All right, so let's see. We'll do this one. And I apologize. Apparently, when you scratch these, there's a little bit of a glitter explosion. So, or a glitter fiesta. Yep. I apologize for the glitter everywhere, but I kind of like how it scratches like scratchy like that. All right, so we're going to add 2. So we're going to save $4 today in our 52-week savings. So I'm going to put 1 back and grab our 5. Let's see what we have in here. Oh, we can do 2 5s for a 10. Perfect. So these are done. So I'm just going to stick those to the bottom. And that's where those are. Okay. And these do come in the little box. I don't think I have them set up as a digital yet, but I'm thinking I might do that for those that prefer digital options. Okay, so let's put this back in here. And I think we're going to go back to this one. Let's see what we have. We have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh my gosh, it's divisible by 5. All right, so we're going to do the 5 up here. All right, and then we have 15. 5, 10, no, we have 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So then I'm going to do the 20 is in 4 sections. So I'm going to do 2 of the 4 for $10. So now we have 10 and 20 left. So we have $30 left for this one, and January will be done. So maybe we can do it, but it's okay if we can't. I'm just so glad I can save at $5 at a time and I don't have to worry about coming in with $25. So, all right, that was it. We finished everything, and I think I remembered everything this time. Yeah, so we are not going to stuff the periodic table, but as a reminder, the Enchanted Savings book and the General Greenback book are both going to be going into this once I finish January. Probably the first Friday in February, I will stuff the hundreds of dollars that I have in there into here. So hopefully we can get these 103, 102, 101s out. I would love to get those 3 big ones out. And then once that happens, everything will be $99 and less, which is still a lot, but then we can just work on these higher numbers with our books that we save each month. Yay. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I can't thank you enough. I truly enjoy doing this and saving it this way and having fun with playing with my money a little bit before it goes to work. It makes it more doable for me to come back here every day and be really excited to do it. So I hope this helps in some way, shape, or form. And I hope you have an amazing weekend. And until next time, take care. Bye.